The evening sky over Willow Creek burned with a dying red, the kind of sunset that made the prairie look like it was bleeding. The air was heavy, full of dust and silence. Inside the weather-beaten barn, the only sound was the uneven rhythm of her breath. Lydia pressed her hand against her stomach, trembling. "I can't hold it in anymore," she gasped, her voice breaking as her knees weakened. Rancher Cole McKinley stood a few feet away, his broad frame shadowed by the fading light. His hat was low over his eyes, but the tension in his jaw gave him away. He had been avoiding this moment for weeks, ever since the storm, ever since that night when everything changed between them. "You shouldn't have come here," he muttered, his voice rough like gravel. "I had no choice," Lydia said, her eyes glistening. "You promised you'd help me. You said you'd protect me, Cole." Cole turned his face away, the muscles in his neck tightening. "I said I'd keep you safe from them. Not from the truth." The truth. The word itself seemed to echo through the barn like a ghost. Lydia stumbled back, clutching the wooden post for support. Her breath came in short, desperate gasps. "You don't understand. If they find out, if he finds out—" "I know who you mean," Cole said, stepping forward, his boots crunching over the straw. "Your husband. The sheriff." Lydia's eyes filled with tears. "He'll kill me." Cole hesitated. The look in her eyes, broken, terrified, stabbed through his chest. He had seen that look once before, years ago, when he'd found his own sister running down the same dirt road, blood on her face and fear in her voice. He'd vowed never to let it happen again. But now, here was Lydia. Her secret was too big to hide. Her husband had been beating her for months. And that night, when Cole found her outside in the rain, her lips split and her hand clutching her ribs, something inside him snapped. He'd taken her in, sheltered her, given her warmth and quiet. But the town wasn't blind. Rumors had started. The sheriff had questions. And Lydia was now carrying something more than just fear. "I can't hold it in anymore," she whispered again, tears streaming down her face as her hand trembled over her stomach. "Cole, it's his." Cole's heart stopped. He felt the weight of her words crush him like thunder. He'd known she was hiding something, but not this. Not a child. For a long moment he said nothing. The barn was silent except for the soft moan of the wind against the walls. Then he did something that made Lydia's blood run cold. He reached behind him, pulling his revolver from the holster. His hand shook as he looked at it, then at her. His blue eyes, usually calm as the sky, were dark now, storming with something she couldn't name. "Cole," she whispered, backing away. "What are you doing?" He didn't answer. He walked toward her, step by step, the floorboards creaking beneath his boots. The gun hung at his side, but his face was twisted in conflict pain, anger, and something close to sorrow. "You don't know what they'll do if they find out," he said. "They'll hang me for harboring you. They'll bury you next to the creek." "And that baby?" His voice broke. "They'll call it a sin." Lydia's sobs filled the space. "Then run away with me, Cole, please. We can leave tonight before he—" But he was shaking his head. "You don't understand what kind of man the sheriff is. He won't stop until he finds you. He'll burn every barn, every field, until there's nothing left but ash." The lantern on the wall flickered, throwing shadows across their faces, one trembling, one unreadable. Then, with a slow, painful breath, Cole raised the gun. Lydia froze. Her eyes went wide with terror, her hands flying to her chest. "Cole, no! Don't—" He hesitated. The air seemed to stop moving. His hand trembled, the metal gleaming in the half-light. Sweat rolled down his temple as his heart thundered in his chest. She took a step closer, voice breaking. Please don't do this." Cole's eyes met hers and something inside him cracked open. 1,000 memories flashed through his mind. Her laughter, her quiet strength. The night she sang softly to the wind when she thought he was asleep. But outside in the distance came the faint echo of horses' hooves pounding, voices shouting. The sheriff's men. They were close. Cole's jaw tightened. His finger moved slightly on the trigger. Lydia gasped, her voice barely a whisper. "Cole, please." He looked at her one last time and then did something horrifying.